Very good evening to each and everyone here. Of course, I know many dignitaries, in fact, each and every one of you, but the time don't permit to call each and everyone to wish. On the note, with my apologies, thanks. Good evening to each and everyone, and good day to those joining in our Zoom. The reason why good day, we are here at the evening. We have people from UK, we have people from India, and many part of the world. So we have to say this is good day. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Halima and team, for choosing us to be a panelist. Sorry, can you hear me? Oh, everybody can hear. Good. Okay. Actually, I wanted to speak without mic, but maybe my voice is not that great today. So for that, I have to use a mic. Thank you, Dr. Halima, for choosing us to be the panelist. And I was thinking what to talk, and luckily they gave me a role of a moderator, so I have to talk less, and I can escape from what I'm going to talk. So nevertheless, okay, what we do, in the material of time, we have a limited time as well. So due to that, we zoom into or dive into the panel discussion. Do everyone in the Zoom can hear as well? Just a thumbs up. I see Colonel. Can you hear me from the Zoom? Okay, right. So today the topic given to us is educational global leadership for peace and harmony. This is not only associated to Singapore, where we have a racial and religious harmony, one of the wonder of the world. I always say eighth wonder of the world. And this is definitely a most important thing for the world. In this note, we have with us, together with me, another 5 industrialists, expert on the industry, to be here to give us their insightful and knowledge. With that, first I'm going to Mr. Michael Nicholson. Mr. Michael Nicholson, hi, can you say hi to him? Okay. Mr. Michael Nicholson is from Germany, and of course currently in Indonesia. He's a retired HR consultant based in Jakarta, volunteer tour guide museum national, but you know whom to look for when you go to Indonesia, please, all right. And also Agora Speakers International and ambassador for Indonesia. This is only a brief about him. There's a lot of things when the next time we got to know better. Mr. Michael, you're on the line, so just unmute the speaker and please give us your insightful about the educational global leadership, peace and harmony, just for a minute only, because we have other speakers to speak. Later we'll have a discussion. Mr. Michael, over to you, please.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor to be here. I feel part Singaporean. Mrs. Mary Tan actually gave me an Istana pin when I was her guide at the Museum Nasional in Indonesia. And she gave it to me because I went to school in Singapore. I was here in Singapore in 1964, 5 and 6. So I'm not, what can I say? I started my life there. And my public speaking, personal public speaking, started on the Sisters Islands. I'm sure you all know those. And I was involved in scuba diving, snorkeling, and that got me into public speaking. So that was really why I got into public speaking. Now I'm spending my time trying to get young people to become more self-confident. As I have spent 45 plus years in human resources, I've interviewed thousands of candidates. And one of the things that really makes me sad is many of them have a parrot on their shoulder. And the parrot is telling them, you're not good enough, you can't do this, your English is bad, your grammar is worse. And they listen to the parrot. Get rid of the parrot if you've got one of your own. So all of us are able to do great things. And events like this, where we're acknowledging, where we're rewarding people that have made an achievement, is really important. Because all of us can do it. We just need the motivation to go forward and to participate. But my recommendation for everybody is get rid of the parrot, get involved in some sort of training, coaching, mentoring scheme where people are going to help you get over the problems of life. I'm 73. I'm really glad I'm 73. I would hate to be 23 in this day and age. I think young people have got a real challenge ahead of them. I think we have no idea what's hiding behind COVID, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, the world has changed, and it definitely has. So my personal motto is givers gain. I don't expect gratification immediately at all, but normally I get a reward from somewhere at some time in the future. So yeah, I think participating in helping young people, even our colleagues, it doesn't have to be young people. Yeah, I think lifelong learning is really, really important. So let me finish there. I'm sure you have other people you'd like to hear from. I'm very happy to talk to people after the event if anybody is interested. Thank you so much. Back to our moderator.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michael. If you don't say your age of 73, you will be thinking that you are only a 37. You look very young with the batik shirt as there. Before that, I just wish to, for the international speaker and the speaker in Singapore, we are very concerned about public speaking. Very important is actually we do have to avoid political, religious, or racial issues to be discussed. I know that I have already spoken to all the speakers. Just a reminder to all of us. Thank you very much. Give him a round of applause. Next, next we have Colonel Yavir Raghava, who is a veteran Army leader from India with 24 years of active service in Army and thereafter 13 years of the leadership role on corporate. Presently as a life strategist and mentor, helping people to unhook their past and win life like a warrior. That's great, because win like a warrior, that means to say when the war you win, at the same time you're here, you follow him, definitely you're going to win your life. Through his mentorship program and product channel, Win Life Like a Warrior, here Mr. Colonel Yavir Raghava, who can give his insightful about the educational global leadership for peace and harmony. What do you, sir? What does the educational global leadership contribute to the peace and harmony? Please.
Thank you so much for inviting me, talking on such a wonderful topic of educational and global leadership for peace. In fact, somebody has said that leadership is nothing but an influence, nothing more and nothing less. And this has been said none other than John C. Maxwell, who is an American author and who has written many books on the leadership, including one which we call it a 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. So under the current situation where we see that so much of turmoil going on in the world, whether it is Russia or Ukraine or Azerbaijan or Armenia, everywhere there is a conflict going on. Do you find the war is the solution for that? I don't think the war is the solution for that. It is the kind of leadership which we need to become a great leader and solve this world problem. And that can be only done through the peaceful means. And those three things are, you should have a dialogue, you should have a diplomacy, or you should have a democracy. You can't have this conflict going all around, and then who are the sufferers? The sufferers are only the human beings. And today's leaders should realize that how we can mitigate the sufferings of the people, not aggravate the sufferings of the people. And that is what is happening. So what I, as an individual, I suggest you that you become a warrior of yourself. And warrior doesn't mean that every time you have to go to the war and fight with the enemy with the bullet and weapon. Warrior, which I am referring, is something different. It is a framework. That framework can, if followed by the individuals and the leaders, I can tell you the peace can prevail. And this peace can prevail through the educational ways. So the warrior, the 7-letter word warrior, the W is that the individuals, the leaders should have the winning mindset. The winning doesn't mean that leader doesn't mean that you are the only winner. Winner means that the people around you are also the winner. So that is the winning mindset. That the next letter in the warrior is the A. That is, the leader should have an attitude of gratitude. That means whatever he has, he is contented in that, and he is happy about others as well. So you should have an attitude of gratitude. The next letter in the warrior is your R. That means you remove the clutter from your mind, that's the mental clutter or your physical clutter or emotional clutter or even the digital clutter. If you do that, let me assure you, you will be a peaceful person. And if you are a peaceful leader, definitely the world will be with the peace. And the next letter, after having achieved this winning mindset, attitude of gratitude, and the remove the clutter, you could have reinvented yourself. You become a different leader, the leader of the masses. And thereafter, the another letter in the warrior is the I. So you should be one who should inspire others. The people like Mahatma Gandhi, who propagated the peace, or the Nelson Mandela, become something like that who inspire the people. And then the next letter is the O. You must overcome the fear in yourself. Let me tell you, the entire problem of this world, the people are fearful. The moment you are fearless, the problem can be resolved. And finally, once you have achieved this, all the 6 steps, let me tell you, the last letter is you can reap the rewards of the peace. So to achieve the peace in this world, in this universe, ladies and gentlemen, the leaders has to be empathetic. Leaders don't have to think of themselves. They have to think of the masses of the people around themselves. They have to create an environment where the people can live with prosperity and with peaceful mindset, not that they are suffering. If you see all around, the people are suffering like anything. So with these words, I would like to say, become a warrior of your life rather than the warring in the battlefield. You should become a winning mindset. You should have an attitude of gratitude. You remove the clutter from your life, then reinvent yourself, inspire others, and finally overcome the fears and reap the reward. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Colonel. So, Colonel is actually from Army. Do you know Army personnel? They go through disciplinary at the same time, step by step. So, he given the positive attitude step by step. At the end, he has guided you how to achieve the peace and harmony through education and attitude. Once again, give him a round of applause, please. Not in any order. Next in my list, I have Professor Afshar Alam. He's also from India. He's a Vice Chancellor, Jamia Hamdard University, New Delhi in India, Chairman of National Assessment and Accreditation Council, also the member of the various government bodies at both national and international level, including universities, grants, commissions, All India Council of Technical Education, Department of Science and Technology. Apart from it, he has conferred with many prestigious awards like a Bharat Samaj Ratna Award, MP Award for Excellence in Education, Cooperative Citizens Award, World Environmental Day Award, and Sparta Shri Award. This award only given to me. He has more than that. With that note, let's welcome Professor Afshar Shah Alam to the insightful of the topic.
Thank you very much, dear panelists. Today's discussion is about educational global leadership for peace and harmony. So I'll start my discussion on this quote of our great father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Always aim at complete harmony of thought and word and deed. Always aim at purifying your thoughts and everything will be well. So this is the main special thought of our great father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. The value-based leadership adopted by Mahatma Gandhi in a public life is a perfect model to be matched in all sphere of our activities. Gandhian economics stand for commitment to value, ethical leadership, conduct, and transparency, and make distinct distinction between the personal and corporate finds in the management of the company. He is a supreme practical leader for a change whose life can inspire and guide the modern and aspiring youth in building and leading an ethical and sustainable ecology. For Gandhi, religious and moral education in the main frame for non-violence is complementary and form of core of peace education. Gandhi thought on inequality, social development, education and non-violence, if operationalized, can go a long way to negotiate and overcome not only the socio-economic challenges but also ethical dilemma of a present time. The current nature of content of education undermine the social goal and obligation of developing a balanced personality. For Gandhi, the value education is a necessary for a moral development of individual, whereas peace education is vital for humankind as a whole. The education for sustainable development, peace is a vision for a development that encompasses population, animal, plant, species, ecosystem, natural resource, the integrate concerns such as fight against poverty, gender equity, human rights, education for all, human health, human security, intercultural dialogue, education for sustainable development and peace based on the principle and ideology of Mahatma Gandhi require far-reaching changes in the way of education is often practiced today. Education at all levels and in all its forms constitute a vital role for addressing the virtuality of all global problems relevant for sustainable development, in particular poverty, HIV/AIDS, environmental degradation, peace, stability, knowledge, formation and sharing, rural development, change in production and consumption. The globalization has increased the interdependence, connectivity and integration on the global level with respect to the social, cultural, political, technological, economic and environmental area. Within this context, education must be transformative and bring shared value of life in practice. Education for global citizenship is a quality and relevant education through a holistic approach involve every stakeholders. The National Education Policy 2020, a step toward a sustainable peace. The Indian government has recently brought out the new Education Policy 2020 that provide the ample of opportunity to develop human equality, inclusiveness, sensitive in a society that can contribute a global peace and sustainable development. In the NEP 2020 instances, reconfiguring the entire education system to ensure the inclusiveness, equity, quality education, and promote lifelong learning for all Indian citizens and global citizens. So I thank all my fellow panel members for giving me this opportunity to talk about peace and harmony. And I find being an Indian, my duty is to quote Gandhiji and present government initiatives. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Professor Afshar Alam started with Gandhi, and same time he just moved into the path how Gandhi traveled the world, and still he's traveling in our heart. And he has explained indeed, right, how you're going to bring a peace and harmony through a great leader like Mahatma Gandhi. Once again, thank you very much. Once again, give him a round of applause, Professor Afshar Alam. The next in my list, my brother here, Mr. Sharif, we have introduced a part by Dr. Halima earlier, of course, over the line, those you have heard about him. I'll just introduce the other part of him. Okay, very important. Yes, today we talk about a global leadership with education for peace and harmony. To me, he's one of the great example. Being a Tamil teacher, he's not only leading the Tamil so-called the department, also deputy dean of a Malay department. This is where it shows the education which can bring together internationally. Apart from it, I know him personally. He's a very low-profile man. Of course, whatever his career, his society influences, all everything was explained. Very low-profile man. Today he's sitting here. I am listening to him without a mic. Everybody can hear very well. Even during any other program, he will come down all the way to down to earth to give a lot of insightful plus any helping hand. Every day or each other day, he will call me. He asks me, not for his own. He always asks me, I have a person in difficulty. Can we help him? I say, you are always welcome. With that note, let me hand over to Muhammad Sharif about the insightful about the global educational for peace and harmony.
Once again, thank God. Thank you, Mr. Farihullah. I know him since early 90s, also through the community service for the student. Yeah, we did, because my daughter was a student of his organization, OIMA. I think EXCO members are here, and Mr. Bilal Fim here, they all know that. So because of that, I did join them. So what I'm going to present, because of the international panelists and all that, what we do in Singapore through education to promote humanitarian values, to produce better human beings, not the students with smartness, with values, with character, to serve, to care the fellow human beings. So I just highlight for you. Then I think I cut down the thing, the Gandhi's non-violence war, like that, how our friends do it quietly, silently, a lot of good things. It's because to motivate you, because every one of you, I know a lot of high profile, very well-educated, dignitary peoples are here. One person is equivalent to 1,000 or 10,000 people. Because this is what I learned from here, I will pass it to the class tomorrow. This is my style. I always watch and take some takeaways and give it to the students. So what we do for the global peace and all that, Singapore, we celebrate Racial Harmony Day. Besides our National Day, of course, coming Chinese New Year concert, I'm involved also as a mother tongue teacher. And all these things, we have an International Friendship Day. We are giving education with a coating of all human values. And nowadays, Singapore is very popular, is value in action. We call it VIA program. If your kids are in schools, that's why I always request the society, wherever you are, familiarize the education system, what's going on. See, for example, IP, IB, Express, NA, NT. Sir, IP and IB same. This kind of question from academic circle I receive. Okay, I come to the point. The current education gives a lot of opportunity to students to have a collaboration skills, like our CCAs. We follow the Tuckman model, which, very basic, but it gives to work with fellow human beings amicably. Why the problem? Selfishness and don't care others. So Singapore education provides a lot because a lot of dignitaries are around. I would happily and proudly say our International Friendship Day teach the students from the young to respect the fellow human beings all over the world. And the Racial Harmony Day, irrespective of race, language, religion, to love the fellow human being, to serve the fellow human being. As Mr. Farihullah said, basically I'm a Tamil language teacher. There is one nice proverb is there by Thiruvalluvar. Arambolum kurmayarenum, marambolvar makkat panbilladavar. What he emphasizes here, however the smart you are, if you don't have a human values, human qualities, you are like a tree. Then there is a modern poet convey, hey, Ballava, you told that inhuman being like trees are better than them like that. But what I am saying is, your smartness doesn't matter. Your values, your character matters. Let's all pray for that. Each one of us. I would like to complete by this. I told the small team, right? For example, Mr. Saravanan, every Pongal day in one of the old folks' homes in Tamil Nadu. This all inspired me a lot. He gives all of them free food, clothes, everything. It's not a millionaire, but Mr. Ranjit also. Both of them are marine directors. Now, just an example, Dr. Raji, whatever we do, she provides food for the function. All these things, you see, I am not a businessman, I am an academic, motivates me to do my part. So let's do like this, so the world will be the better place. Thank God once again. Thanks for the opportunity, organizers.
Thank you very much. I call him Brother Sarif. As he mentioned earlier, you have noticed that when he talk about this Tirukkural also they call it a Podumarai. Podumarai means that the Bible of the world. So definitely, whatever education you have, whatever you have, very important. It's the quality of human being is most important. With that note, thank you very much, Sharif. You have noted that, of course, all the panelists, they have spoken. Nobody has said that I. Everybody say we. The other thing you have noted that everybody talk about not their own experience. They have quoted the Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, they have Thiruvalluvar, and all the people. So who has guided us in the education to the peace and harmony? For me, myself, my name is Farihullah Fari. I'm just doing some community services. Maybe later part when we chit chat, we can know each other better. Apart from it, actually, I'm a civil servant that I'm doing some work for my rice bowl. For me, education is very important. First of all, we look at today's, we are sitting down here, Dr. Halima, who is an educationist. What she did, she brought all of us here in a small place, and as what Mr. Sharif mentioned, each and everybody equivalent to the 1,000%. So today we heard 100 means that we have 100,000 people here. We have more than 100,000 years of experience. In Malay, earlier, one of the speakers said that Sirutuli Peruvallam, that means when you small, then accumulate together, it will become a big property. In Malay, they will say this, sikit-sikit boleh jadi bukit. So, boleh, betul kan? Betul, okay. Sorry, I just learned Malay. And thank you very much, thank you very much. We are in a society, we have one of the most important thing is racial and religious harmony. We have a Malay, Eurasian, Indian, everybody together. For us to lead, for example, you can see here, we have a migrant, we have a born in Singapore, and everybody together to have a good peace and harmony, which is internationally recognized. We can see everybody here gathered here without anything. There is no other thing, everybody listening to everyone. Why I say everyone? Just not only to the speaker, just see others can give a good insight full of it. With that note, once again, thank you very much, panelists, and thank you very much, each and every one. Not forgetting, I congratulate all the award winners and going to receive the award winners as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was really a useful and beneficial discussion, how we can promote peace and harmony through educational institutions, and that was really lovely example. Teacher is picking the chair, so yes.